In this video, we're going to be talking about guitar profiles, how you can view them for free and where you can get them from. So to begin with, we're going to type into Google free guitar pro viewer. And this first one that comes up, Soundslice, click on that. I would bookmark this so that you've got it ready to go whenever you need to do this. Open your File Explorer, and I'm going to open up this guitar profile of 59th Street Bridge. I just drag it in, click Upload, and here is the piece of music. So if I just press play, it will play the piece of music as is. But there are some brilliant extra features that make this really, really helpful. So the first thing, I'm going to turn on the metronome. This will really help me with my timing. And I can turn on a count-in so I can hear the bar leading into this piece of music, so it doesn't catch me off guard. Now, obviously, when you start, you're not going to be able to play it that fast. And so you want to use the tempo setting down here. Let's bring that down to about 80, which will be a lot easier to play. Let's listen to that. That's going to be a great starting point. Once you can play it at that pace, you can then bring it up to 90, 100, 110, and so on until you're at performance speed. Fretboard. This is really, really handy because it actually shows you physically what's going on with your fingers. So as you play this, you can actually see what your fingers need to be preparing for and what those chord shapes are within the song, which can be quite difficult to see when you're just looking at the numbers. The last thing I want to draw your attention to is the loop feature here. So let's say I just want to practice this third bar. Now I click loop and I can just drag this to the bit that I want to loop. And because I've got the count-in enabled, it will give me a little break between each loop. So and then I can prepare. And this is really good for just repeating those really hard bits. The final thing I want to touch on is, where do you get these files? Obviously, if you've got a teacher, then they will be able to give you files if they've got guitar profiles for the songs. Otherwise, you can go to Ultimate Guitar, click into that, and search for whatever song you want. Let's say American Idiot. Now we're going to scroll through the results here. Most of them have been uploaded by users rather than the Ultimate Guitar team themselves. And I want you to pay attention to this column on the right. So some of them say chords, some of them say tab, but a lot of them will say Guitar Pro. That means it's a Guitar Pro file that you can download for free and then upload into Soundslice. So I'm going to choose the one that has a really good looking score. It's got 220 reviews, 4.5 stars. So I'm going to click on this. Now we can actually listen to this inside of Ultimate Guitar to check if we like the sound of it, because sometimes they have been transcribed quite poorly. But I'm sure this one will be quite good because it's 4.5 stars, but let's have a listen anyway. Yep, that definitely sounds like the song. And as you can hear, some of these users upload really, really detailed arrangements that actually have all the different guitars on the track. So you've got 4 different guitars, a bass, it's even got the drums, it's got the drum notation on there. So this is a really good free community resource. Now you can see some of these controls at the bottom, but you will not be able to use them if you only have a free account. So what you can do is scroll down to the bottom, click Download Guitar Pro tab, save it to your computer, and then you can just upload it into the free Guitar Pro viewer on SoundSlice. And here it is. Now, because this is a multi-track Guitar Pro file, you can see it's actually got all of the different instruments. This is the first guitar, this is the second guitar, this is the third guitar, fourth guitar, oh sorry, that's the bass, and then those are the drums. And it's all lined up, it's taking up the whole screen. But if we just wanted to focus on one of the guitars, you can click down in the bottom right here, that shows all the different tracks, and you just want to focus on, let's say, this distorted guitar that comes in here. And there you go, that's just showing you the distorted guitar. When we add in the fretboard, we need to make sure it's on the correct track. So you can see here on the left, it's still on that clean. So we've got to change that to the distorted track that we're on. And there you have it. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments and I will try my best to answer them. Thanks for watching.